Meow! Huples cat in central Ontario. So it's been a busy few days. The generator's been coming on, it's a propane generator, and not turning off and not charging the batteries. So today we have 4 people from the solar people coming here and they're trying to troubleshoot. So I'll show you what they've done to the generator and they're still working on it. So I'll be keeping myself busy. I moved this pile of rubbish here and we've got a few twigs around. The plan is to get 2 skips in the spring, empty the barn because it's just full of junk and all the rest of the junk, and get a wood chip, which is probably gasoline, and start converting these fuel depots for a wildfire into wood chips for compost, the garden and for the trails. It'll be a long project, but it's something I'm looking forward to. And this is a pile of weeds and other debris that me and Kitty have cleared so far. It's pretty big. Supposed to be having a lesson today in the tractor, but I think it's going to be cancelled because of the workman. There's the Arctic cat. Ooh. Apart from the generator noise, isn't that beautiful? So this is an example of some of the trail work I have to do, and that's going to be a slow and steady progress using manual methods. I'm going to try with chainsaws, though I might change my mind. It was a snowy day. Kisses, Wolfie. Hey, Bubby. You be nice, Wooly. That it? You had enough? Alright, on with the walk. Puffin has just started his walk. Wolfie! Wolfie! Come, baby boy. Come on. Good boy. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Little legs going. Good boy. Keep go. And stops. Come on, keep going. Good boy. There he goes. True.
It'll hold our weight.
Oh, careful, Wolfie. Okay, Puff. Oh. I went in.
Not as lightweight as Puff.
This is true. So one of the things you've got to do when you have solar panels and you're in a snow zone is you've got to get maximum sunlight. So about 60 degrees is great for sunlight at this time of year, but snow will fall on the panel and not fall off. So because it's late in the day, I've adjusted them to 75 degrees. So as the snow accumulates, it will fall off the panel. As you can see, they've been adjusted to 75 degrees from 60, and then in the morning, if it's not snowing, I will put them back again. And now it is time for Wolfie's dinner. As you can see all the little critters' prints. This is very beautiful, isn't it? There is a tiny, tiny problem. It actually has a lake above it. Now the way the terrain is around here, any break in the beaver pond is almost certainly going to pour away from the house and the structures. But one of the things I'm going to look at very strongly in the spring is putting in brams, a little wooden and mud, little hillocks all across the front side of the property into the forest. So if there is a break, it will actually be automatically trailed away from the house. It's something you don't really think about until it goes wrong. But let's have a look at this beaver dam, eh? Pretty stunning construction. Holding literally tons and tons and tons of water. Now the lake is actually frozen enough for a small dog, though Wolfie won't go on it. But in a week or so, if this temperature keeps up, we will be on it. Yeah, so how's things going? Well, I'm happy. The tilers that we found are actually here and they're on day 5. They took a day off yesterday. They're doing a fabulous job, and I'll show you a bit of that when I get back. Really nice we found those guys, really personable, and they're doing a classic job. The other tilers that were supposed to do it never showed up. That seems to be a thing around here. Well, we know who they were and we certainly won't ever be using them. So we got the HVAC completely sorted out and they turned it on and they found a leak. so it's nearly a new system entirely because it's manufacturer's fault. So we have to wait for it to be shipped in. It was supposed to come on Wednesday. Today is Monday, so who knows when it's going to come. So we still have no underfloor heating, we still have no hot water, and because of the power issue we're having, we still haven't tracked down what the issue is. The batteries were going down and down and down, but the generator, the propane generator, wasn't turning off, but it wasn't converting it into battery load. So we've no idea really what's going on there. So having a good look at it, and I finally get to meet the solar guy who really knows his stuff. And I'm very, very happy. Like I say, 4 of them came at short notice. They were up to like midnight last night talking to us on the phone, and really kick-ass service, and I'm really, really happy we got them, and they actually were our solar guys, and we had to fight with the builder over them because we didn't like what he was suggesting, which is always an interesting way. If we ever build a property like this again, we have learned so much. But there you go. They should eventually all work out. We're actually going to go to the Newmarket for a day and a night just to go to the annual golf club brunch because Kitty's dad loves that and he's been a member forever. So we're going to do that, and we'll pick up some oil because we found that the generator has to be have an oil top up about every 90 to 100 run hours. At the moment we've used it about 93 hours since installation and turn on, which was about 5 weeks ago, which is an incredibly high amount, but most of that, at least a quarter of that, has been in the last 24 hours. As you can hear, the generator is still purring away because we're trying to troubleshoot what the problem is with the connection between the generator and the batteries. So I'm still very happy. I'm comfortable here. It's kind of fun. We've been out and about on quite a few trails, really odd trails we're finding, and we're going down them, even with Wolfie. We did one yesterday, and we saw a fisher, a small black weasel-like object that just stood staring at us on a pipe by the road, and unfortunately I didn't have my camera. So yeah, still seeing quite a bit of wildlife, and it's really nice. It's a lot nicer without the generator purring in the background. But like I say, most days we're getting about 30 minutes to 45 minutes of that clicking on twice, which is still too much. But we are waiting for 3 more batteries, and they are coming soon, but not yet. Oh, the other update is, after about 6 weeks of internet hell, we've put a D-router in that fits the home system that we were on the Huples system with. So now we're having almost no problems with internet connectivity. Obviously upload and download is still a major slow thing, but you'll have to bear with me. Once we get Starlink, I should be able to get back to crystal clear videoing and all that stuff. At the moment, if I'm trying to capture video, the video is pretty dismal. More trail work and my summer project. Gonna make something of that. And more trail. Tiny little ones and a big one. Hunter prey, mom and child, who knows. It's almost stable to walk on, but I'm not quite going to walk on it yet. It needs a few more days of this. So one of the walks yesterday, what we actually saw was signs up saying that they have legal traps and to keep your dogs on the trail. So that's something to be bearing in mind. If you are a city slicker like we used to be, and you come to a place like this, they may or may not have signs up. It's nice that they do, but I wouldn't let my dog range off leash anyway because of predator risk. It's a tiny little dog. But we have a big, huge dog here, and he does go off leash quite a bit on our property. Off property, you never know when you're going to run into a trap, and it's something you want to be very careful of. That's something you might not think about when you're bugging out and you don't know the area, and you cut through a forest system like this. Do you know there's no traps anywhere? You're looking out for them. Are you even thinking about that under stress, especially at night? Be really, really careful. The woods can be very, very dangerous, and if you're on your own, or even with a group of 2 of you, and you break your ankle or you get your legs stuck in a trap designed to bring down a bear or an elk or a deer even, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Well, let's go in and you'll see how soundproof the house is, and I'll show you the tiling. So that's a metal roof, and that's a metal roof, and that's where they put the heat pump. So as you can see, we put the wood across there. We're going to cover that and have it very strong because literally all the water and snow and ice just drops straight on it. But we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for 2 weeks now for the builder to come and finish the Sophia around the sides and to actually put the lights inside for the winter. So you can see they partially did it and kind of got bored and left and still haven't come back. Not good. We've told them they've got to get on this, so we're going to have to cover this. So this is our neighbour's tiling in their bathroom. They went for a browner colour. I don't really like browns. And there's the bathtub. And there's the tiling. One piece missing, so it has to be ordered, but they're going to come back and do some other work for us anyway. And they're going to put the pipes on for us. So if we ever get hot water, we're ready to go. And this is ours, with kind of a radical look. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I would have gone with slate. And that will be our finished backsplash. It's been quite the journey to get this backsplash and tiling done.
I don't know if it'll hold our weight.
Oh. Careful, Wolfie! This has been a Warm Terrier production 2021.